Thank you. Okay, so first of all, introduction. As we all know, I'm not all that good with statistics and numbers, but everything here is just trying to let us know that children are the most vulnerable in the society, and that also places them at high chances of being at risk to a lot of factors. And then at-risk children often are witnesses or children who has been engaged in behaviors that are of high-risk nature. Examples like victims of abuse, neglect, maltreatment, substance abuse, a lot of things. And most times, children that are also indisposed, maybe that are coming from places of war zones, they are also at a greater risk. And then we are also going to be looking at the risk factors for children in daycare. And there are lots of factors, just like I said, but then again, there could be issues on poverty, poor housing, and deprivation, as well as disability. We all know that, just like we learned from the previous presentation, that children with disability, they are very, very vulnerable and more prone to abuse. And then there could also be some parental factors or mental health problem or domestic abuse. And there are quite a lot of strategies we could use to support at-risk children. Does anybody have something they want to chip in, like any contribution on strategies we could use? Any contribution?
Maybe just offering communication, just start at an early age, engaging with them, and asking what they're curious about or what they're fearful about.
That's a good one.
I guess from like what I've seen, like when I'm in the downtown area, East End, more awareness. So when, for example, when I was like going up to one of the jobs I had to do was to go pick up the kids at school and then bring them back. So if someone was doing like drugs in front of them, they have like apparently a word, I forget what it was, like kids coming or something, and then so to get them by, so that could, so just bringing more awareness for sure, I think.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are all right. Not forgetting being generous with praise, because naturally children are attention seekers. And then when it comes to kids that have been through a lot of abuse or maybe that are at risk, we really want to, lavish praises on them, especially when they get something right, just to show them that rapport and love and support. And then also recognizing common emotional triggers. That really stood out for me because, for some kids, there are some words that once you say it, it triggers something. Not just the kids, I think everyone, like, depending on your relationship with some sort of word. Like I could remember Mark at the beginning of the school's class was telling us something about wanting to avoid the word CRAZY, because it could trigger a lot. So we should really be mindful the kind of words we use around kids like that. And then also trying to build caring, sustainable relationships, though it's not a one-size-fits-all. Different strokes, different folks, because every child you meet that are at risk might be coming from a different level, right? So trying to build a sustainable relationship is also one way, a strategy to support at-risk children. And then also suggesting realistic, hopeful pathways that could also go a long way. There are lots of them. Then in conclusion, children at risk go through harrowing experiences that demand urgent attention and action. By understanding the risk factors involved and applying strategies to support them, we can work toward a safe and more secure future for all the children. And then it begins with us. Like I always say, it is our collective responsibility as the adults who they love, care, and look up to make the environment very safe for them. Okay, and every journey begins with a step.
Yeah.
I hope we could learn a thing or two from this presentation, just to try to be that beacon of hope every child looks up to. Because children, they thrive well when they see you act right. It's easy for them to follow through, than when you keep telling them do this, do that. So if we could be that anchor for these children, not just any child at risk, like children in generally, that way we could foster a safe environment for every child out there. And I would also want us to watch this video just to draw more insights. And after this video, this is me signing out and thanking you so much for your patience. If there are any observations or questions, kindly note it down so we could look at it after this video. Thank you.
Good day, viewers! Today, we will be talking about at-risk children. For over half a century, numerous researches about at-risk children, how they are defined, and what puts them at risk have been studied by different researchers.